What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part two of We Need to Have a Serious Conversation. Today we're going to be covering the condo market for the month of August, and we have quite a bit of data to look into. I am going to show you guys at the end of the video just some news articles that I ran into about what's happening in the condo market. If you haven't heard, there are been going a lot of reassessments going on with the condo market, and it's hurting the affordability for a lot of condo owners. Unfortunately, right now, I'm sure you're well aware of what happened back in 22 with the condo that fell in Miami, and it's very unfortunate. And now, because of that, we are falling. Some homeowners are falling. A lot of homeowners, actually, I should say. About 2/3 of condo owners, actually 2/3 of all the condo units in Florida, are taking a reassessment. So there are a lot of owners right now taking quite of a hit. So let's dig into the data so we can see what all the news is all about, because the numbers never lie and the numbers are what they are, and we will see what it shows. So let's dig into the data today. Before we do that, I do want to ask you to like and subscribe. If you can, share the video with people you know who might be interested in buying a condo, because right now I definitely don't recommend buying, possibly unless if you have quite a fortune where you're willing to put up the money for the reassessments and possibly more costs in the future. Everyone's at their own liberty to do what they would like to do, but I do want to give you dire warning about purchasing a condo right now. Specifically, more than anything that's 20 years or older. Usually when you get the 30-year mark is when you're going to be hitting those reassessments. So please share this video, like, subscribe again, and I do appreciate you being anywhere. Do appreciate you being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me right now, and I greatly appreciate it. So let's get into it, everyone. 10.9% from 847 down to 755. Cash sales were down 30.3% from 356 units to 248 units. Median sales price were up 4.8% from $310,000 to $325,000. Average sales price is up 1.9% from $322,515 to $280,616. Median percent of original list price, we are down 1.8% year on year from 98% to 96.2%. So sellers right now are getting 3.8% less than what they're asking for. Median time to contract, we are up 122.2% from 18 days to 40 days. Median time to sale, we are up 52.7% from 55 days to 84 days. New pending sales are down 11.2% from 837 to 743. New listings were up 5.8% year on year from 1,154 to 1,221. Pending inventory were down 21.9% from 1,279 to 999 units. Active inventory were up 92.5% year on year from 2,180 to 4,197. And the months of supply of inventory, we are up 96.4% from 2.8 months to 5.5 months. All right, so let's get into some graphs here. I'm just going to go over all price tiers together just so we can kind of get things further into the news articles that I want to show you. So right now we are at 8,982 units, and the last time we saw that was back in about 2017, so the late teens. Looks like that was the last time we were back at those levels. So we're definitely back at pre-COVID levels of inventory. New listings, as we're seeing, we're starting a little bit of a little tuck rollover here. I'm interested to see if later on in the year we get, and again, if you watch my single family homes video, I expect the rollover to happen at this time of the year, because it is that time of the year where the selling season is over and people are getting ready for the holidays. So we'll see where that goes given what's going on, and with these news articles I'm going to be showing you that I found. I'm going to see, I'd be quite interested to see if this doesn't tick down given the situation we're in. So pending inventory, again, we're down on demand to 3,208, and It's not too far from last year, but the demand, the trajectory is going down now that we're out of the selling season. Months of supply, as I said before, we are at 3.8 months of supply. And back when, let's see, last time we were there was 2015 and 2013. So it's been a little while since we've seen this much inventory. And again, instead of it going a little more sideways to 3.7, getting a little tick up 3.8, I'm interested to see, just like the resale market, to see if we actually end up higher than where we're at. So let's see if we can get to 4 months or so, and see what goes from there. So cash sales, again, we're ticking down as far as how many cash sales year on year goes. Looks like liquidity is starting to dry up, and given the amount of savings rates and all that, people's expenses are going up. It is getting harder to pay with cash. So and it's actually kind of back to the normal, at least late in the late teens. Less cash sales there. So this is just quick data here. Obviously, feel free to go back to some of these charts if you feel like looking at them. Press pause, and you can do what you like with the data. I want to get into these news articles because I found them quite interesting. So, the title of this article says Florida condo owners face unretiring or selling homes after being hit with $100,000 in special assessment fees. It starts yet another torrid tale has emerged of Florida homeowners being hit with eye-watering special assessment fees as building managers race to be in compliance with the new state law. This time, it's the residents of Surfside Club South in Orlando, in Ormond Beach, crying foul after they were billed over $100,000 per condo owner. So the article goes on to say Parks Hustetler, a snowbird who bought a condo unit at Surfside Club South in late 2021, told News 6 he had no idea about the upcoming assessment fees, and he certainly hadn't budged. He hadn't budged for a six-figure bill. End quote. It's over $100,000 per owner, Hustetler said. The hope is once we get the restoration part done, the units will be worth more, and I can sell. And the unfortunate part about it is the kind of like how the situation is coming down. So the article continues. Some condo owners facing whopping special assessment fees may have no option but to sell their unit, especially retirees on fixed incomes or younger Americans who used all their savings to buy their first home. If you can't pay a special assessment fee, there may be consequences depending on your contract with the condo association. This may include a fine or late fee, only adding to your financial burden. And in the most severe cases, they may elect to place a lien on your home or even foreclose on your property. Okay, so I have this news article here from NBC News. So here's another story, and this one's titled A Reckoning is Coming for Florida's Condo Owners as Buildings Face Millions in Repairs. Says in Miami, residents at the Palm Bay Yacht Club, where two-bedroom units were sold this year for between $400,000 and $500,000, are having to pay $140,000 each toward a special assessment for a range of building improvements. Owners at the Surfside condos in Daytona Beach, where a two-bedroom unit is currently listed for $415,000, have paid between $50,000 and $60,000 in assessments to have their buildings concrete repaired and windows replaced. In Orlando, owners at the Regency Gardens, where two-bedroom units are listed for around $160,000, were told they would have to pay $22,000 each for building upgrades, but residents have recently removed the board and are working to lower the price tags. In worst cases, residents are being told that they have to evacuate their buildings because of structural deficiencies or found during inspections, said Greg Batista, a professional engineer who has worked in Florida for more than 20 years. He said he's currently working on a building in Miami Beach that residents may have to vacate because of safety concerns, and he recently worked on a two-story condo building in Hollywood, Florida, where a three-story parking garage had to be vacated until the structure can be replaced. And that kind of leads me into my next article. So this one I found really interesting because this could be devastating to the housing market in general, because this is dangerous. So, functionally obsolete, and this one comes from Stigliano Commercial Real Estate. Um, so it says functionally obsolete. New report finds 80% of Florida condos could be worthless. And it says, in a shocking revelation that could send ripples through Florida's real estate market, a new report suggests that up to 80% of the state's condos could become functionally obsolete and potentially worthless. This alarming feature has been highlighted by real estate expert Jack Motley and further explored by senior reporter Miles Dilworth of the Daily Mail. The root of this crisis is it lies in aging buildings, skyrocketing repair costs, and new legislation triggered by the tragic collapse of the Chaplin Tower South in Surfside. And it continues on. It says Florida's condo market on the brink. Jack Motley, a seasoned real estate professional, recently sounded the alarm in a YouTube video warning potential buyers about the looming crisis in Florida. Motley stated that of the 1.5 million condos units in Florida, a staggering 925,000 are 30 years old or older. According to Motley, this means that nearly 80% of these units, especially those near the coast, could soon become obsolete as new state laws require extensive and costly repairs to bring them current to safety standards. So there's another paragraph in this article that says desperate sales and plummeting property values. As the crisis deepens, property values are plummeting across the state. Dilworth reported on several properties that have seen significant price reductions. In St. Petersburg, one condo's asking prices dropped from $1.2 million to $715,000, and that's a 40% decrease. Similar cuts are being seen in cities like Naples, Surfside, and Tampa, where condos are now selling for well below their original purchase prices. The sharp decline in property values is also being driven by rising homeowners insurance (HOA) fees, which have surged by nearly 60% over the past 5 years. These fees, coupled with looming assessments, are forced many home sellers to sell at a loss or face financial ruin. And hopefully, a lot of them will get past through this, because it is quite unfortunate that there's people, a lot of owners were not expecting these costs, and it is taking a toll on them. So I really hope that somebody has getting this figured out, because it's going to be quite a very shifting market. So I'm gonna guess, if it was me, this might take a new shift back into the single family homes market. I know in the previous video, if you saw what I had said for the month of August for the single family homes, I did say that prices, there's a good chance that it could come down because of insurance. But I have thought of the possibility that condo owners might actually want to migrate towards more of Central Florida due to what's going on. We saw just Helene passing by, and that could be, a post-traumatic stress disorder where, you're just, you lost everything, and the safest thing to do is to go inland, and we can possibly see, resale markets start going back up. And there's a lot of owners who could maybe still walk away with some cash in their hand where they could put a down payment towards a house here in Central Florida, or wherever they might choose to live, if they choose to stay here in Florida or anywhere else in the country or the world. But as far as if they would like to stay here in Florida and they want to try to be as safe as possible, to not take as much risk, would be, in my opinion, going more inland to the new construction homes and buying a house with them. And so that I think is a possibility, where we have maybe seen a bottom in the new home pricing, and it could go up depending on the area. But it is, for me at least, I think that is a possibility that a lot of condo owners are going to want to move away from that style type of housing and either move into a smaller single family new construction home, possibly even rent an apartment. Renting right now, it's a lot more secure right now, to say the least, versus owning, because of what's going on with the insurance issues. There is a lot of talk as well too, that there is some fraudulent things going on in the property taxes as well, with some assessments. So a lot of homeowners are getting hit with not just insurance costs but property taxes as well, where their values are being overvalued for the home, and it's unfortunate because at that point you're eating they're eating your equity at that point. So it's going to be interesting to see where people, homeowners, anyone, renters, anyone is going to go here in the real estate market given the the situation we're here in. So I wish all of those condo owners the best because it is a very unfortunate situation. And I'd hate to see people have to lose their homes because of what's going on. So, if there's anything I can help you with, please feel free to reach out to me. If you feel like you need any suggestions, let me know. I can definitely tell you, just out of my opinion, looking at all this, the biggest thing for me is to price your unit correctly. That's going to be the biggest thing to make sure that you're going to be getting that unit sold. And if you're one of those who wants to get out as fast as possible, given the situation, price it right. Price it to go, because it's going to sit on the market, and you're going to be paying those monthly fees until it sells, if you can sell it. So that's my best advice for those who are trying to sell: is price it right, stage it right. Make sure that you make sure you're very transparent about the unit as possible, to show good faith and honesty within the person who's trying to purchase from you. So that's it for me today. I thank you for being here again on my second video. Give me a phone call if you need help with anything. 407-801-1661. Be happy to help you out. And again, I appreciate you being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me right now. And I hope you guys have a great day. Take care and have a blessed night.